you also notice that we only try to charge people with cultural appropriation when they're good. It's the only time we try to charge people.
Isn't it crazy when you look at what people share and they be like, "Oh, it's just Instagram."
Yeah.
But if I share something on my Instagram, you just feel like you might as well feel like I said it.
That came straight from me.
If I share this, like,
Yeah.
I
wish I said that.
I wish I said that.
I wish I said that. Eminem comes in under Dr. Dre, and Jack Harlow comes in under DJ Drama.
Okay, perfect. Who's DJ Drama? Is DJ Drama a black man?
DJ Drama not black?
I'm gonna be honest.
DJ Drama not black?
And I'm seeing a lot of commentary from women saying like, "Yo, take the mics away from men," right? And I keep seeing it. Say, "Oh, men podcasts are terrible." Blah blah XYZ, right?
Hey y'all, hey, it's me, KaRena Lee, and welcome to another episode of KaRena Lee TV.
Young Apollo with the
It's me, KaRena Lee, and I am back at it again with another video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is KaRena, and if you're not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about male podcasts, my opinions on male podcasts. We're going to be talking about cultural appropriation, and we're going to be talking about Jack Harlow and Jack Harlow's newest album. So, if those are topics that you are interested in, definitely keep watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So, here is how today is going to go, this video in particular. So, I want to talk about male podcasts, but I want to talk about them because one of my favorite male podcasts was talking about male podcasts. So, today what I'm going to be doing is reacting to one of my favorite male podcast platforms, to two separate videos that they came out with. But I'm going to be reacting and giving my opinion on the things that they're saying in their video. And that's how I'm going to give my opinion on male podcasts. So for starters, let's just hop into these clips and see what's being said.
Taking us out of the equation, right? Because we don't want to be biased, but taking us out of the equation, do you guys think that there is some validity in that statement or those statements? Or are male podcasts a lot of times, flooded with like disrespect, flooded with misogyny, flooded with, things that aren't so positive? Do you guys feel like that?
I would say so.
Yeah, I see a lot of clown stuff.
Yeah.
So, for starters, what I will say is that I do like to be aware of the things that I'm watching, the things that I'm partaking in, the things that I allow into my space, into my mind, all of that stuff, right? So, all of that being said, Jalon just said that he can understand where people are coming from with the whole conversation about male podcasts because he does see a lot of foolery or a lot of clown behavior or something like that he just said. And honestly, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's that clown behavior, and it's that, like, they're not for real. And if they are for real, it's just corny. It's foolish. Like, it's so problematic, you know what I mean? And it's like, why are we even taking this serious? Why are we even giving this our time, our energy, and our attention? Because this is actually what they want.
Not even gonna lie, I feel a lot of guys who, I noticed something. A lot of men demand respect without showcasing to a woman that he deserves it. So when they don't get the respect they thought they should receive, they say how they feel like certain things should have went.
Soundbite.
That part.
Furthermore, I was just having a conversation with somebody about this exact topic literally this week, y'all. But what people need to realize is that we are in 2022. Okay? There was a time where women quite literally needed a man. When I say literally, I mean literally. And y'all should know what I'm talking about. Like, there was literally a time where a woman couldn't do anything without a man. We didn't have any rights. We didn't have any opinions. Like, keep all that on lock in the house. Be quiet. Just clean up. Do what you're supposed to do, and just, that's it. We are not in those times anymore, you guys. It's 2022. I do believe that there is this misconception for some that just because a man is a man, that he should be awarded some type of submission, some level of respect that's a little too high. It's like, what did he say actually? What did he say? Let's see what he said.
A lot of men demand respect without showcasing to a woman.
A lot of men demand respect without showcasing to a woman why they deserve that respect. When I tell you he hit them right on the head with that one, because I think that something that I'm seeing a lot in today's society is women not wanting to submit for no reason. I know for sure it's all over my TikTok, but there seems to be a situation right now where the women are taking back their power. They're taking back their listen, women know their worth these days, okay? The women know their worth these days. So with that, I think that I see this conversation come up a lot, is what I'll say. I see this conversation come up a lot where it's like, as women, we're no longer interested in submitting just to do it. You need to bring something to the table. You need to bring the table. You need to bring... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even going to get into all that. But what I'm saying is that, like, there needs to be a reason to submit. I think that there's this misconception that just because a man is a man, that automatically equals submission from a woman, and that's not what we're doing anymore. We're in 2022. That's no longer a thing. Women are fully capable of getting it on their own, getting it out the mud, getting that bag, being very, very, very ambitious. We are driven. We are powerful. We are bosses. We are leaders. We are all that. We are all that. So it's like, you need to bring something into my life to add on, to contribute, to help, more than just your gender. You're not in the running for that type of... You don't get that type of energy from this KaRena because you're not in the running for those type of rewards. Like, that's not something that's in your package, okay? So you need to upgrade to a different package, or maybe your package is lost. Yeah. So this is something that I also find interesting that was in there as well that they were saying. But this is what Duke was saying.
Definitely, like, yo, if people are complaining, right, about, oh, I never see this type of podcast, right, then celebrate the podcast or the music or the movies or the people in your life that do exemplify the type of behavior and dialogue that you want.
Why is it that the male podcast is getting so much attention? In general, the topic of male podcasts, and then even about them being bad, about them being toxic, about them being unwanted, unwarranted, whatever you want to say about male podcasts, the conversation around male podcasts and how people are feeling about them, it's like, why is this such a hot topic? Why is this such a story? Because there are good podcasts out there. We're not going to sit here and act like every male podcast out there is a horrible podcast. Like, that's just not realistic. There's so many people in this world. Y'all haven't even heard every podcast. But it's like, so why is it that we continuously talk about the bad ones? That's the problem, is that we're always giving attention to the bad things. We're never giving attention to the good things.
Bro, if we got up in here and had a fight for whatever reason,
Viral.
if we would go viral. The
Drama-
Shade Room would share it. Baller Alert would share it.
Drama's fun, man.
I'm gonna be honest, and this might not be something real popular to say, but I'm gonna say it. You just mentioned 2 publications.
Oh, man.
You mentioned 2 publications. You mentioned Shade Room and you mentioned Baller Alert. And I think those 2, honestly, have to hold a lot of accountability in that space by sharing these podcasts and what they choose to share in these specific podcasts. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen a lot of the positive podcasts that I see on there as much as I've seen certain negative aspects.
So Jalon just said that he feels like, y'all heard it. He feels like there are certain platforms on social media who should take some of the credit for the spread of the negative content that we are talking about so often, right? And my unpopular opinion about the Shade Room is that, like, it's literally called the Shade Room. Like, I don't know what you expected to see here, but it's not always going to be rosies. It's not always going to be butterflies and sunshine because it's the Shade Room. So to me, it's telling me that it might get a little shady in here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, might get a little shady. So we got sun visors and look, now I'm just doing too much. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, my unpopular opinion about the Shade Room is that, like, I feel like it's like, I don't know, like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, like, you shouldn't follow them, like, da-da-da. Like, it's like, know what you're signing up for. That's how I feel about it. Know what you're signing up for. You know what the Shade Room is. You know what they do. Like, at the end of the day, like, I do think that it would be nice if they were to promote more healthy podcasts. I do think that Nice and Neat, they need to be promoting them on the Shade Room because this is a very good podcast, you guys. Definitely don't sleep on them. There's a reason that I'm literally reacting to their stuff and talking about their podcast. You can see that clearly all three of these men have their head on straight.
Like, people have to understand that. Like, that's not the news outlet. Like, that's not the media outlet. Like, that's where you're choosing to get your information from.
But it is, though. To me, it is. Like, it's it's celebrity news. I feel like that's what the Shade Room is. And even more so, like, they do, like, Shade Room investigating now here and there. I've seen them do that a couple of times. But it's like they're branching out a little bit. And to be quite honest with y'all, I genuinely do feel like the Shade Room is the news. That's a part of the reason I want to follow them. I mean, to each their own, tomato. But I feel like it is news.
Even news outlets, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, even news outlets, what's the phrase?
That's
Ain't
real
nothing on the news but the blues.
Yeah.
So, like, that's really what
really
what publications share.
Very valid point about the news in general, and just about how, like, that's the job.
I think it's crazy. I'm thinking about it. If you a man and every time you get on your podcast and you talk negative about women all the time, who are you dating?
The wrong woman.
Are you dating women?
No.
You
What? No.
I couldn't look, and the reason why I say that is I can't go home and talk crazy on here and go home to my girl.
No.
Nah.
It could be.
Crazy on here?
We talking crazy on here and have a woman?
Oh, no.
Really? Tell me what that looked like.
Oh,
Because,
no.
like,
As a matter of fact, I don't even think, personally, I think that if you be talking crazy, if you're a male, you talk crazy on podcasts, I don't think women like you.
So, to be honest with you, this clip is just hilarious. This clip is just funny. This clip it's so funny. Because he gonna talk about, so who are you dating? Are you even dating women? And Duke gonna say, so no. Yes, they are.
If you're a male, you talk crazy on podcasts, I don't think women like you.
I'm weak. Here's what's really killing me about this. I think that they genuinely believe this right now. Like, they genuinely believe, like, they're in genuine shock that there are men out here on these horrible podcasts making horrible comments, horrible statements, stupid, just sounding like, just stupidity. That's really, like, anyways, they're genuinely in shock and thinking that no women like them. And here's the problem. The unfortunate situation is that women do like them. And that's where I have to double down on my ladies. It's where I have to say, buckle up, bitch, because we going on a ride. I'm just... But seriously. I said this in my unpopular opinion video, but at the end of the day, I do just genuinely feel like, as women, we need to raise our standards. We need to up the stakes, ladies. We need to stop accepting things. Because here's what happens. Now I'm off on a tangent, but we'll get back on track. Here's what happens. There's a man, there's a guy, there's a boy. You know, he's out here in these streets trying to see, like, what he can get away with. You know. And so he comes across a girl. She's cool. She's laid back. She might not have that much self-worth. Maybe she does. Probably not, though, for my scenario. So, you know, they're kicking it, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he's doing the bare minimum. He's treating her like trash. She's begging him just for him to even want to communicate with her. He's made it very clear that, like, she's a second choice, a second option, an afterthought. Even, maybe not even second. Could be third, could be fourth. Who really knows? All we really know is that he's made it very clear that, like, she's not a priority. He doesn't have that much respect for her. Probably none at all. Just because that much. Like, you either respect somebody or you don't. That's not true. But nevertheless, he's running her through the mud, treating her like horrible. Like, just all bad, all bad, all bad. And she's allowing it. She's accepting it. She's okay with it. There's been no ultimatums. There's been no put your foot down. There's been no stand up for yourself. There's been no nothing. There's been no nothing. Just allow it. Allowance. It's being allowed. This behavior is being allowed. So now he thinks, cool, I can act like this. Women gonna let me do this. I'm gonna get away with these things. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. Right? So he's gonna go to the next woman. Why wouldn't he test it out? Oh girl, the last girl, who knows why they broke up, but they're not together and he's on to the next, right? He's gonna try the same thing. Old girl in the back was fine with it. I got to run her through the mud. So I'm gonna do it to you too. Now the next girl, she a little different. You know, she gave a little ultimatum, but after he cheated, she stayed. I mean, and then she stayed again. And then she stayed again. So he's cheated 3 times and she stayed. Now, of course, like, she's stuck up for herself. She's cussed him out. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going back and forth through. But she's staying. They break up. She's finally over it. It's over. On to the girl 3. The cycle continues because they think that we're allowing this. Ladies, we're not allowing this. Yeah, let me get up on my little cute little... We're not allowing this. It's 2022. We're not allowing this. Stop allowing this. Love yourself. Care for yourself. Stand up for yourself. 10 toes down for yourself. And if they're not on the same energy that you're on, we are not allowing this. We're not doing that anymore. Because a part of the problem is us. It is us. It is us.
Let me say this. I don't think men actually put the correct value on a woman. Like, a lot of men put the value on a woman how well she, like, listens, not how well she help them grow. And growing can be uncomfortable as hell. And a lot of times, men don't want to be uncomfortable. So if they get uncomfortable, they be like, she's combative, she's this, she's this, she's this. And it's just like, how about you just, like, look at yourself and find out what's making you so uncomfortable about that? Because I'm sure each one of us in our relationship has had an uncomfortable phase.
For sure.
And we had to take a step back and be like, why am I so uncomfortable? If this is somebody who I chose to be with, I chose this person. Why am I so uncomfortable? And you start taking a deeper look in, you be like, I could be better here. Okay, I see that. Okay, I could do this a little bit better. You know, I can offer a little bit more security here. How I'm gonna do it.
Allowing things that we shouldn't be allowing, going along with things that we know we're not comfortable with. Ladies, it's time to get uncomfortable. You have to be uncomfortable in order to grow, and really for the fellas too. You have to be uncomfortable to grow. It's time to get uncomfortable because we need to start growing, people. We need to start growing because we wouldn't see these type of things. We wouldn't have to have these type of conversations if we could just pull ourselves together. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Are you with me? Have you liked my video yet? Have you subscribed? You ought to stay around. It gets real lit around here. I'm having a great time. Are you having a great time? Let's move on. So with all that being said, it's been a lot going on in the pop culture, specifically music, as Jalon just said. So let's dibble dabble into pop culture, culture appropriation, and see where that takes us from there.
There's been some interesting conversations going on in music. I don't know, you guys listen to Jack Harlow's album?
Yep.
What y'all think about it?
I think it's fire.
Fire.
Slappers. Yeah, I think it's a good album, man.
He's getting some backlash for it.
Why?
You say he's getting some backlash
He's
for his
getting
album?
some backlash, a little bit for the album, but more so kind of
For being white?
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me.
It sounds like he getting backlash.
That's what it sounds like. Let's call it what it is.
It sounds like he
Call it what it is, man.
He getting backlash for being good at rapping while white.
That's crazy.
That's what it sounds like.
He dope.
That's what it sounds like. It's not about his album. His album's good. I think most people think his album is good.
Y'all know what? I was in the car with one of my closest friends, known her since middle school. You know, we're jamming, we're having a good time. This is around the time that the Jack Harlow album dropped. And my girl told me she didn't like it. Mind you, I respect her musical opinion. She is a artist herself. And I was in genuine shock. She said she didn't like the album. I was so confused. I listened to the album. I was mad that I didn't do an album review. I thought it was lit. And apparently, you know, there was a lot of buzz around the fact that people didn't think this was a good album. And I was in shock. I feel like, are we mad that Jack is good at rapping while white? Is that what it is? Because when Duke said that, I said, it's kind of giving that.
Where was his backlash at when What's Poppin' was out?
That's true.
Where was his backlash then?
That's true.
A year and a half ago, nobody was talking this shit about him. Everybody was talking about, so What's Poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in.
And just like that, another valid point was made, my people. Okay? Because where was the backlash? For real. Omar made such a point. Where was all of this backlash, all of this animosity, all of this upset, you know, these feelings towards Jack Harlow when he was dropping his music prior? You know, when I did my reaction review, yes, shameless plug, baby. I'm gonna plug it above for you. Go ahead and watch that for me, okay? When you're done with this, of course. But when I did my reaction video to, what was that song? I told you long ago on the road, I got what you waiting for. Lil Nas, and it was am I right? And it was featuring Jack. I don't know, but I'm gonna link it above for you, whatever that song was. But nevertheless, like, you know, like the hype around that. At that time, it was Nas who was getting the hate, you know. But I was just so hyped about Jack Harlow's part in that song, you guys. He ate it up. He ate it up. And I had me a good little time reviewing that. And I was so excited for Jack. I'm like, I was kind of asleep on Jack. So I'm like, what's going on with Jack Harlow? Like, okay. And I just don't feel like there was all this hate at that time for Jack. So it's like, where is this coming from, y'all, for real? Like, now all of a sudden his album is trash. He's a culture vulture. He's culture, like, what's going on? What's going on? What are we really upset about?
He was doing an interview, and they played some music for him, and it was the intro to a Brandy song, which a lot of people didn't know.
Bro, I saw the interview with Ebro. I didn't know the song when it first came on. I am a Brandy fan, bro.
Honestly, I think a lot of the backlash came from, if you listen to his album, he has a lot of R&B samples on his album. So I feel like people expected him, just the expectations. We talk about expectations all the time. Expectations will leave you with the most frustration. Mm-hmm. So I think people expected him to know who it was simply because his album held a lot of samples. So people began to call him a cultural appropriator.
So for myself personally, I feel like I understand why that may have been some people's expectation, but, you know, because there were various samples on the album, which we will discuss. And y'all know my music reviews be lit. With that, it's just like, honestly, I vaguely remember seeing the clip on the Shade Room, because that's what I be getting my news from. Let me stop. But seriously, I vaguely remember seeing it, and I feel like I didn't know it was Brandy, and I'm black. So to me, it just wasn't that deep for it to stir into something else. I would hope that that's not the only reason that we're having this conversation. It's because he has samples on his album and he just so happened to not know the one song that they played for him. I guess he did, no, but actually he didn't know that Brandy was Ray J's sister. He didn't even know Ray J had a sister. So there's that. But I mean, dare I say, I'm still not holding that against him. I don't know. Like, to me, it's just like, I'm not going to say it's Brandy, but, like, it's Brandy.
That don't even make no sense to me, bro. Because, like, what does knowing a Brandy song have anything to do with hip-hop?
Yes.
Regardless of what my samples are, right? Like, that's not my space.
Is it hip-hop or is it culture? Because maybe it's not hip-hop.
I think it's culture.
Maybe it's not hip-hop, right?
If we're talking about culture,
I'm saying, like, what's the backlash for? Is because, like, you don't know everything in and out about the culture? Or is it you don't know hip-hop?
What's cultural appropriation mean, first and foremost?
Shit, I'm still trying to figure it out, right?
Great definition. Great personal definition. Because I'll read the actual definition.
Okay, so just to say, on the same page as everybody else, I went ahead and looked it up myself. But cultural appropriation, according to Google, cultural appropriation is the inappropriate or unacknowledged adoption of an element or elements of one culture or identity by members of another culture or identity. This can be controversial when members of a dominant culture appropriate from minority cultures, right? So one thing that they were basically saying, like, what's the main word in this? One of them said dominant, because dominant culture. And then the other one was talking about unacknowledged adoption. So talking about, like, if you acknowledge it, is it cultural appropriation? If you acknowledge it, is it cultural appropriation? It's kind of like, I feel like the conversation they were having. And then it's also a sense of, but who is the dominant culture? Who is the dominant culture versus the minority culture? And those two things play a big role in cultural appropriation. But a lot, like Duke was saying in the video, I myself am still trying to figure it out, just because it feels like it's always changing. Honestly, it doesn't feel like there's a set culture appropriation. It feels like we pick and choose.
And you also notice that we only try to charge people with culture appropriation when they're good. It's the only time we try to charge people, right? I've never heard of somebody getting charged with cultural appropriation when they trash.
When they're good at what?
What they do.
And how ironic is this? Because this is what I'm saying. This is funny to me because it's like we really pick and choose when it's cultural appropriation. And Duke made he asked such a valid question. Like, I was about to say, I feel like we wanted, but it's not as much of an uproar. That's what I'll say. It's not nearly as much of an uproar about somebody doing something that they took from our culture if they're not doing it as well as us. Because then it's like, oh, we don't even really want to be associated with that because it's not even good. And we do it well. When we do it, baby, we do it. Okay, get into it, we do it. And that's just on that. Have you liked my video yet? Just wondering. Just wanted to see. You know, you've been here for quite some time. Go ahead and like the video. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I don't feel like there's a reason that we shouldn't, support and uplift one another. So just... Okay, cool. Cool. You liked it. So anyways, like I was saying, but that's not true. And I was quickly, my brain was redirected when Jalon made a valid point as well. So let's get into his valid point as well.
We can't say that because it could be like, okay, now we're gonna continue to transition into cultural appropriation. If a black woman, I'm gonna use specifically a black woman, sees a random white girl walking down the street with braids, she's gonna say something about it. She's gonna say that she's culturally appropriating. She's gonna say that.
She's not gonna be like, she's not that cute, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. She's gonna say something. So to Duke's point, only if somebody's good. Because now, when we're talking about cultural appropriation, it has no ground to stand on. If that's the case.
And that's why I think cultural appropriation is tricky, because it varies based on the individual, like he said.
And he honestly didn't lie. He didn't lie. I'm weak at him saying a black girl still gonna say something about a white girl, culture appropriating, even if it's not cute. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because we still gonna be like, I mean, I just feel like it'll be like the braids aren't cute, and she still is trying to do something that is known to be a part of the black culture. Like, we know that braids is a black girl thing. Like, so much so that we get shamed for... We won't even get... I don't even want to... Anyways, he's not wrong. And then he's like, then it has no ground to stand on. And I'm like, that brings it full circle back to, like, I feel like it's hard to fully understand cultural appropriation, because we so often in society pick and choose what it's gonna be, what we're gonna label as it and what we're not, where we're gonna accept and what we're not going to accept. Like, they made valid points when they were talking about other people as well. Like, we didn't require these things of Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake has been being invited to the cookouts for forever. Mind you, I'm pretty sure Justin Timberlake just sold all his music for, like, some money. Y'all saw that on the Shade Room? No, I'm just playing. No, I'm dead ass. But anyways... It's like, it's hard, because it's like, in this society, in today's day and age, people are so sensitive. People are so soft. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is what I'm seeing out here. People are so sensitive. People are so soft. Everything's, like, it's hard to please people as it is in this world. But good Lord, in today's day and age, things are out of control, you guys. Things are out of control. It is very hard to determine what's what and who's doing what and what's going on where, which is why we should really just all mind our goddamn business. So with that being said, how about we just hop into Jack's album? Let's just talk about music. Like, let's just talk about music. So let's just, have a little chat-see, a little chitter-chatter about Jack's album. So, the album is called Come Home, The Kids Miss You. It dropped this year. Don't have exact details on when it dropped, per se. May 6th of 2022. It has 17 songs. It's 51 minutes long. It's a lot of features, a lot of samples, a lot of different things going on this album. So, I'm just going to hop into a couple of the different songs and, let's see what I thought about the album. Because y'all know, when I get into the music realm, it gets exciting. So, let's start with Young Harleezy. Okay? I want to start with Young Harleezy. So, this song is 3 minutes, 45 seconds. And, yeah, let's see what it's hitting for. Let's see.
I was on stage, talent show, heart beating. Now I make it sound like I write the bars easy, but I'm 10 years in, it took me 8 to start eating.
Y'all, he said, I was on stage, talent show, heart beating. Now I make it sound like I write the bars easy. So he's talking about how when he was in school, because he said Young Harleezy, y'all grew up shooting RPGs. I was in 7th grade selling hard CDs. So basically, like, when he was younger, he was in the little talent show. Heart was beating all fast. He was nervous. And now he spit like it's easy. He said, but I'm 10 years in it. Took me 8 to start eating. And it's like, dang, like, Jack Harlow's been in the game for 10 years. And it took him 8 years to start eating. So, like, it's just crazy because people don't understand, like, people, you never really know somebody's background, how long they've been grinding, how long they've been trying to get out the mud. Like, in today's day and age, everybody wants to be an overnight success. Everybody wants to be an internet success in 0.2 seconds. Everybody wants to go viral. I'm everybody. It's me. I'm a part of it. But at the end of the day, like, it's like we have to remind ourselves that, like, for one, the world is so huge. There's so many people in this world. You have not met anywhere near everybody who you're going to meet in this lifetime. Like, give yourself time. But, like, I'm just going on a tangent because he's been in the game for 10 years and I didn't even know. It's like, people have been not really giving him that much credit for so long. And now that, like, you know, he's starting to make a name for himself, starting to be in the limelight, it's like, it's because y'all want to hate. It's because y'all hating. And I hate to see that. I really do.
Pressure keeps building, but luckily I'm built for it. Trying to turn these money trees to a little forest. It used to feel forest, now I got to feel for it.
He said, the pressure keeps building, but luckily I'm built for it. Trying to turn these money trees to a little forest. And I'm going to just keep it at those 2 bars because it's like, you know what I mean? In this type of industry, in this type of life, if you want to be in front of people, if you want to put yourself out there and give yourself, even this industry that I'm in, even this as a YouTuber, but if you want to put yourself out there, like, you need to be built for it. You need to get some tough skin, because when you put things out there, they're out there. They're for the internet. The internet is a scary place. People are savages. Okay? People are savages. So, hey, I like that. The pressure keeps building, but he's built for it. Period. And I feel like he gives off that type of vibe.
By my name besides smooth and the thesaurus. I don't drink tequila, but for you I still pour. Oh, that's better. Oh, wait.
Y'all, he said, you can find my name besides smooth in the thesaurus. As in, you know, Jack Harlow is smooth. And that was a smooth little thing right there, which you would have had to catch that. Did you catch that? If you didn't catch that, I'm here so you can catch that. I just gave that to you real nice like that right there. You know what I'm saying? But then he said, I don't drink tequila, but for you I still... And it cuts to Snoop. And when I first heard this, I said, is that Snoop Doggy Dogg? Of course, I don't have to ask that because I know Snoop when I hear Snoop, but that's real nice. Ooh, that's pimping. He came in, you know, it's Snoop. It's Snoop. Like, Snoop is on the album and somebody had the audacity to give it a 3 out of 10. When Snoop is on it, when Kanye's, wait, is Kanye on it? I don't know if Kanye on it. But Pharrell's on it, Drake's on it. A 3? Like, I understand Omar's shock. Like, what is you talking about, a 3? Like, again, like Omar said, like, is it not enough of a cosign that the best of the best, the legendary, are speaking of Jack in this manner? You think that Snoop would get on the track and say that somebody was cool if they wasn't? Because I know that you know dang old well that Snoop is don't need no help, don't need no handouts. So if he said it, he meant it. And that's just on Snoop Doggy Dogg. So listen to what he said.
Jack. I mean, Mac. Because Jack is the Mac. And he's back. Believe that. Hey, this can't just be luck. It's a reason all this shit be going how it does.
Come on. Snoop literally said, hey, Jack, I mean Mac. Because Jack is the Mac. And he's back. Believe that. So what did you think Snoop was saying? That he was back to play around? That he was back to mess around? That he was back just to do nothing? Obviously, I knew that Jack was back. And he the Mac. And that's what Snoop said. And only for Jack to hop in there on some, hey, this can't just be luck. It's a reason all this shit be going how it does. I ain't trying to hear about the past and what it was. I don't care who looking give you passion in the club. Okay, I don't really care about the club part, but it's like, hey, this can't just be luck. It's a reason all this shit keep going how it does. And that's a fact. I just feel like, obviously, I believe everything happens for a reason, but Jack ain't never told no lie. It's a reason that things going for him the way they're going for him, and, like, y'all gotta stop hating on my man Jack. Like, come on. Like, y'all, stop acting like that. Stop acting like that, y'all. Y'all know he's spitting. Y'all know he's spitting. Stop playing. Like, why would y'all play? Why would you play? It's like, the beat, doom, doom, doom. The beat of this song is so lit, and I will say another thing is the fact that this is literally like 2 different songs in one. It changed from the original type of flow that it was going into it, and then Snoop came in, and then we got this second beat, and it's like that in itself is artistry. That's artistic. Like, are we just gonna sleep on the fact that, you know, there's 2 songs in one? Like, or we just don't care. Like, it's just not that good. Like, I It's a hit. Like, listen.
Got a baddie and another baddie came with her. There must be something going on that's got my name slicker. Cause it's rolling off the tongue.
Hey.
Summertime, niggas.
Y'all, I got a baddie and another baddie came with her. It must be something going on that's got my name slicker. Cause it's rolling off the tongue. Summertime got these girls sprung. There was a time I wasn't the one, but now that shit's done. Word to Nicki, all I got is sons. And all he basically saying is, you know, like, I'm out here, I got a baddie with me. She done brought her baddie little friend with her. Then he talking about how it gotta be something going on because his name is getting slicker. It's rolling off the tongue. Because all y'all doing is talking about him. Y'all talking about him. Y'all talking about him. Good publicity, bad publicity, either way, y'all talking about him, so it must be something going on. All I got to say, if I just saw something about, I think it was like Cat Williams' new, maybe it was just his new stuff.
So much bread in my account, that shit is yeasty, boy. Snow bunnies for my dogs, happy Easter, boys.
I'm not sure, but basically it was like, if you got 14 haters, you need to work on getting another one because everybody should be hating on you. If you don't have no haters, then something's not right. So, Jack is doing that. Jack is doing that.
You and me for her is one hell of an easy choice. I ain't know that she was such a freak, she be coy. Trust me, when I'm sitting, I can't even see these boys.
Okay, y'all. I'd do anything to make you smile. It is 3 minutes, 14 seconds. It's just Jack, I believe. Let's get into it and hear, you know, what it's hitting for. Come on, y'all. The intros alone, the music alone, Jack aside, right? Jack's lyrics aside. The music in itself is good. Like, are y'all serious? Are y'all for real? It's like, you didn't even expect this to be the song. A lot of the songs, I feel like it's a lot of unexpected things happening, but I feel like they work so well for this album. I think that there's so many different things going on in this album, whether it be samples that you didn't expect or just naturally the beats are changing. Like the song is starting it's giving one type of feel. It's coming in a whole different way than you're leaving. Like, it's not even the same vibe by the end of the song, and I think that's so dope. That's artistry in itself, and I'm like, I can't believe that we're sitting here saying that like this was not a good album. Like, maybe it isn't the beats though and stuff like that. Maybe it is Jack that like y'all really aren't messing with, and like feel like he could have done better or he didn't do enough. But that's why I'm about to sit here and tell y'all what he's saying in these songs, because clearly somebody missed it and it wasn't me. He said, travel around the world and come back home. Now my style switched. They say I get spicy when I step out. This ain't mild shit. I need that. I need that in my captions, and y'all know I do. Y'all know I do. They say I get spicy when I step out. This ain't mild shit. You get what I'm saying? Because it's spices, mild, like, did y'all miss that? Or y'all just don't care? I'm just trying to figure out if y'all are lying to yourselves or you just don't care. Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not hopping on the bandwagon that the album's not good. So what is it? Tell me what it is. Leave a comment down below. I want to hear it. I want us to talk. I want us to discuss it. I want to know what the problem is with Jack Harlow and his album. Separately and together. Like, what's wrong with Jack Harlow's album? What's wrong with Jack Harlow? What's the problem? What's the beef? I want to talk about it. I want to know what's going on. Why? But anyways, spitting already. Then he said this. Then he said this. He said 500,000 just for me to hit my little dance, then I'm bouncing. As in, my man said, they about to give me 5K and I'm just about to come in here, do a little something, something, and head out. And that's really how it be as an artist. Them motherfuckers don't show up until the last minute, come on stage at 2:24, the club closes at 3. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so irritating. But they make so much money off being up there for 2 seconds because we be in like, you know what I'm saying? Another thing that I really enjoy about this is the way, like, he's like, Oh, see, I like that. Like, I like the flow of the way he's rapping in this song. Another thing is that he just said, nice dress, but your birthday suit's a better outfit. Nice dress, but your birthday suit's a better outfit. And everyone know the birthday suit means nice. Dang.
I'ma check my schedule and then clear it off for you. Look up at the ceiling, yeah, the mirror's off for you.
Now we've switched it again. And it's a different vibe in the song once again. And I feel like when Doja dropped her album, she carried herself through and through, because that's a whole different artist, a whole different day, a whole different conversation. But all I'm saying is that, like, I feel like a lot of the songs and on her album as well, like, they switched. Like, there was like so many different people on the track, but it was just Doja, and I thought that was so dope. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's so dope. And I'm just saying that in the sense of, like, I think it's very cool that, like, we're getting different feels in one song. I mean, not everybody can say they can do that. So some people can't even. Some people's one song, it sounds the same the whole time through. It's like, this is very boring. This is very sad. This is very tacky. And I'm not going to stop saying that I just can't believe that there's word on the streets that this album isn't good. But, yeah. He said some weird things at the beginning. But he said, I'm going to check my schedule and then clear it off for you. Look up at the ceiling. Yeah, the mirror's all for you. Mirrors on the ceiling? We ain't gonna get into all that, but mirrors on the ceiling? No, I love them curves and how they veering off of you. I'ma grip that body power steering all for you. I don't know, it's just like, it's a vibe. It works well. I think the song works.
I'ma check my schedule and then clear it off for you. Look up at the ceiling, yeah, the mirror's off for you. No, I love them curves and how they veering off for you.
Come on. Hey. He said, I love that. He said, you know you a star. That's why they cheering off of you. You my little muse. Get these lyrics off of you. And then I sing them like Ed Sheeran song for you. Or like an Ed Sheeran song to you. Because I love the shape of you. You. Let's go to the next song. Y'all hating. First Class. Come on. We just gonna dance to this one. I'm not even gonna get into the words on this song because everybody know First Class. Like, this one that blew up.
I've been go up the I can see the whole city from this balcony. I know what they like, so I just keep cheesing. Hard drive full of heat seeking. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons.
Wait, y'all. Wait. He said, you don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons. Jack and I both. Listen to this.
You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons.
We need reasons. Dua Lipa. This is 2 minutes, 15 seconds. This is song number 5 on the album. And it go a little something like this. Beat alone. Eating them. What? Hey. Huh?
I'm trying to do more with her than do a feature. I check the web, they already chewing me up. Fuck it. All these discussions over who can see us. Hush.
So, Dua Lipa, I'm sure there's some good parts in it. I'm sure, it's a good little song. But it is, I think it's more just like a good song, like to turn up to. Like, first, like, it just reminds me of Reels. It seems like a good Reels song, like, especially the way people have been doing all that editing recently with the beats and stuff. Like, it's definitely a good Reels song. I think there's probably some good points in it as well, but I think Dua Lipa is more of like a album filler. It's still a good song, but it's not one of the best songs, you know what I mean? Side Piece. 2 minutes, 15 seconds, just like Dua Lipa. Side Piece is a sample that I did not expect. I genuinely love this song. I think It's great, but let's get into it. Y'all know what the sample is? I just want you to know that you are really special. That's the song. Yeah? Okay.
I already got a song for my main chick, so let me do a record for my side piece. Let me do a record for my side piece.
Hey! Hey! Now, of course, I want us to just be clear about one thing off rip. I'm not promoting side pieces. Never have, never will. Not cute, not here for it. It's a no for me. But, I love this song. I love the beat. I love the vibe. I feel like it's such just a bop. Something to just turn up and just have a good little time to. Like, nothing too crazy, nothing outrageous, but it's so cute. He said, I already got a song for my main chick, so let me do a record for my side piece. And let me do a record for my side piece. And let me do a record for my side piece. I need you beside me. Late night girl, you know where to find me. It just works, you guys. It just works. Listen.
I need you beside me. Late night girl, you know where to find me. Days low, introduce you to the farm. Days low.
Y'all, he said, walking through Argentina, the police stopped me. Told me go home or somebody gonna rob me. Said we in the slums where they schmurder like Bobby. Bobby Schmurder. They murder like Bobby Schmurder. That's what he was saying. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? But he said, I guess these earrings too gaudy and these clothes fit a little perfect on my body. I don't need nobody searching for my body, especially when I'm working on my body. And, it's just another example of how I think the rap is good. He's doing a play on words. He's still telling a story of what's going on. It's still a situation. It's not just nothing being said at all. And I will say that this isn't necessarily one. I would say, of course, this is not. I wouldn't say this is his best work as far as lyrically, but there's still good things in the song. You know what I'm saying? The song is still a vibe. I like the sample that's been added on it. What's the problem, you guys? What's the problem? And again, the whole song has changed. Maybe we don't like that, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's too many songs that are changing to a whole different vibe. And I can actually see how maybe he could, just keep the same beat for an entirety of a song. But, yeah. So, y'all, Movie Star by Jack Harlow featuring Pharrell is 2 minutes and 23 seconds. And it starts off lit. It's like, oh, what is we about to get into? Listen to this beginning.
And I know you just hate to see it. Can't imagine being you who I hate a bit. I'm fake and humble, acting like I ain't conceited.
Y'all wasn't ready for that. First of all, beat came in real hot, real sexy, real ready. Okay, he said, and I know you hate to see it. Can't imagine being you, ooh, I'd hate to be it. I'm done faking humble, acting like I ain't conceited. Cause bitch, I am conceited. Okay, Jack. Snatch my wig then, Jack. Y'all gonna tell me that wasn't hot? Hello? And I know they just hate to see it. Can't imagine being you. Ooh, I'd hate to be it. I'm done faking humble, acting like I ain't conceited. Cause bitch, I am conceited. And then he said, you know you can't defeat it. Look. And he has that right. He done acting like he not conceited cause he know he is that wigger. Yeah, I said with the W. I know. Horrible, right? Horrible. How could I? No, I'm just joking, y'all. But for real, I love that line. It's like, no, I'm done being humble. I'm done acting like I'm not conceited because I am all that in a bag of chips. And I mean the bag of chips that don't have no air in it. It's full. This bag is full. This bag got plenty of opportunities. This bag tastes real good. This bag is going to do something to you. You going to want another bag of this. And I feel like that's the energy Jack is coming with off of the jump. Nah. Because this whole song is a vibe. And I wish I could play it. And y'all know I can't play the whole thing. But, man, he said, Jack said,
I won't use your name if you feel like it don't belong. But I'm just so inspired by the way you wear that thong.
Y'all, come on. He said, what's wrong? You never fuck with someone who writes songs? I won't use your name if you feel like it don't belong. But I'm just so inspired by the way you wear that thong. Stop! Stop it, Jack. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know I like to dictate things, Kim Jong. I don't know who Kim Jong is, but dictate. Because he just said thong. I feel like, that wasn't a coinky dink. It wasn't a coinky dink. Come here, give it to me while I play this Givey on. I keep giving y'all classic, tremendous, fantastic.
Come here, give it to me while I play this Givey on. I keep giving y'all classics. Tremendous, fantastic. My spending is drastic.
It's working. It's working. It's literally working.
And I know they say I'm type of things about this type of life. Cause we can do this every night. Fuck all the drama. Try meet your mama. Hot like a sauna. Upgrade your Honda.
Even I like Pharrell's part to it. I think it works, you guys. It works. It works. What did he even say? He said, and I know they say all types of things about this type of life. Well, ask yourself, are they right? Because we can do this every night. Fuck all the drama. Try to meet your mama. That was Pharrell. But then Jack says, fuck all the drama. Trying to meet your mama. We don't need condoms. Let's make a genre. We're not doing all that. Hot like a sauna. Upgrade your Honda. That's that whole little thing. And it's just like, the flow, the play on words, like, I'm just going to ask this one more time and I'm going to head out. What is the problem? I know y'all didn't think I was leaving before I did the track with Lil Wayne now. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to talk about this track and then I'm going to head out. Poison by Jack Harlow featuring Lil Wayne. 3 minutes. 43 seconds. Let's get into it. Off the jump. Off the jump. Off the jump. Listen to him, but you never trust him. Entertain him, but you never fuck him. You went and got that wax for nothing. Enjoying the attention, but don't need a husband. Listen to him, but you never trust him. Entertain him, but you never fuck him. You went and got that wax for nothing. Enjoying the attention, but don't need a husband.
Listen to him, but you never trust him. Entertain him, but you never fuck him. You went and got that wax for nothing. Enjoying the attention, but don't need a husband.
He said, ooh, 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 you got so much poise. In a room full of people making so much noise. I want to bring you around, my boys. I want to listen to your voice. I want to treat you to some things that you'd enjoy. Come on, y'all. Come on, you guys. Come on. Because the thing about it is, if it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not one thing, it's another. This man said, just listen.
Don't be anxious, I got you. Yeah, they fine, but they not you. You a catch and I caught you. I want to put...
No, it's that simple. It's that simple. Don't be anxious, I got you. Yeah, they fine, but they not you. You a catch, and I caught you. Where is the lie? Where was the lie? It's really the, yeah, they're fine, but they're not you for me, and I know that y'all knew that. Have you liked my video yet? I'm just wondering. Like, for those of you who didn't didn't do it the first 2 times I asked you. I'm just wondering. I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to push you. I'm just wondering if you've liked the video. And if you haven't liked it, what is it that you don't like about it and you're so far into the video? So anyways, as Jack was saying,
Poison, 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 poison. For the good kind. It's crazy how you're on my mind.
that's such a, you could feel the vibe. Girl, you're poison, 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 but a good kind. It's crazy how you're on my mind. Y'all, come on. Hey, come on. It's Lil Wayne. Like, y'all know when Lil Wayne step on the track, it's Lil Wayne. Like, he said that girl is poison, poisonous. Nah, I tried to rack it. I don't even know what he's saying. Cyanide, arsenic, poison. She's poison. He said, I'm still on my shit, but that little dude you with a toilet. Tunchi, bitch. I'm New Orleans. Y'all know how he be just. It's just the, I'm still on my shit, but that little dude you with is a toilet.
I'm still on my shit, but that little dude you with a toilet. Girl, you could pick your poison like fruit up in the garden.
But real quick. Let's get into this transition right here.
Kinda crazy how you're on my mind.
This right here.
You can hardly fit them denims. Back pockets gon' bust open if you put some in them.
I really like that doom, 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 doom.
You can hardly fit them denims. Back pockets gon' bust
Hey. He said, what's the point of slowing down? We got momentum.
What's the point of slowing down? We got momentum. You had a man that had a plan, but he ain't have it in him.
What's the point of slowing down? We got momentum. You had a man that had a plan, but he ain't have it in him. Dang. That's sad. That's sad.
They be like, Jack, go get 'em. Okay, I'm about to get 'em. My haters keep on talking, but these lyrics gon' outlive 'em.
Y'all, get into this. Like, this is so smooth.
The ops want an olive branch, but we don't extend them. No, we ain't got shit to give 'em.
Y'all, he said, the ops want an olive branch, but we don't extend them. Now we ain't got shit to give them. Okay, I found my rhythm. They be like, Jack, go get him. Okay, I'm about to get him. My haters keep on talking, but these lyrics got... My haters keep on talking, but these lyrics gon' outlive them. My haters gonna keep talking, but these lyrics gon' outlive them.
My haters keep on talking, but these lyrics gon' outlive 'em.
And I'm actually just gonna leave it at that. I like the way this song ends, but I feel like that's the perfect ending. My haters keep on talking, but these lyrics gon' outlive them. So, if you've made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out some of my other videos. You might like those as well. You probably will. If you do, definitely subscribe to my channel. Turn on that bell notification so you're notified every time I post another video. Without further ado, as always, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.